Welcome back to Redefining Language with Katherine and Caledorn. I am ever again the present Caledorn, as everyone should know by now. But Katherine keeps insisting that I tell you that I am Caledorn, which is very helpful, I guess. So anyways...
Well, there might be new people that haven't met you yet, you know? You gotta tell them who you are.
Yes, but it does say that I'm Caledorn in the thumbnail, but you'd think people doesn't watch the thumbnail, I guess.
Well, you never know. They might start the podcast, then put their phone or whatever it is in their pocket, and they don't even see it. And they're like, oh, who's that person again? Who even knows? You know, searching for smoke signals in the sky or a banner ad on one of those aeroplanes.
Of course.
You know, the biplanes that fly across with the... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do agree.
Okay. So we're going to play a game today, which I played with my mom for a long time. She speaks 4 different languages, and every now and again when she's talking to me, in English of course, she forgets a word, and she'll come up with a word in either Polish, Russian, or German to fill in the sentence, and it's done perfectly spontaneously, not on purpose. And I sometimes get it, but other times I'm like, what the heck is that? And so I would always try to figure out what it might be or provide an alternative definition. And so this show is about trying to either guess the words, what they really are, or if I can't figure it out, then I will come up with a curious explanation for what that is. And so Caledorn and I have a ton of fun doing this, and we hope you'll enjoy the program. By the way, if you look in the description below, you will be able to see the words. I do not have a word list. I don't know how they're spelled or anything like that. I have nothing in front of me. Caledorn has them all, and they're all a surprise to me.
Indeed. So, shall we just begin? I have many interesting words for you today.
Nice.
So the first word is Dutch.
Okay.
Theezakje.
Theezakje. Ish?
Theezakje.
Theezakje. Well, that makes all the difference in the world, I have to say.
Of course.
Theezakje. And this is a Dutch word, you say?
Theezakje. Not ja. Theezakje.
Theezakje. Right. Now, I'm very tempted to say that the first part of the word sounds like tase, as in taser. However, I'm pretty sure by that laugh just there that that's probably not right. Theezakje or Theezakje. You said it's not ia at the end, but I'm still hearing the ia, even though, you know, I could go a number of ways. It could be Teezakje, yeah, like the name Zach or Zach, or it could. I don't know what the end means. I really don't. I may need help to dig myself out of this.
I'm not helping you.
I know you're not helping me. I need other people on this radio show to podcast, whatever the heck this is, to assist me in this. I need a Dutch person right now. Anybody out there? Hello? Anybody raise their hands? Right. All right. Let's buckle down and sort of focus on this. And even if I'm focusing, it is very hard to determine what the heck this might be. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh no! I thinking this is dreadfully boring, which is
oh yes,
why I'm always dreading these podcasts because it's so boring. Oh. Sigh, but I'm suffering onwards, you know.
Yes, indeed, suffer onward. Well, first of all, I do need to give a shout out to the person who came up with this word, and I don't know who it is because I haven't been told yet, but you have completely confounded me. And perhaps you shouldn't suggest any more words, so forget it.
No,
Oh,
please
and
do suggest more words.
While we're on the subject, actually, if you have words that you would like to suggest for the podcast, we have just created a brand new channel in our Discord that's called Redefining Language. So please don't send Caledorn any more PMs. His PM box has overflowed and there are letters on the floor, and it's totally messing up his office. So we need to please put your suggestions in that channel and read the pin posts on how to do that. And of course, patrons' words are preferred because that's one of the, we thought we could limit it to patrons, but everybody has had so many great words that we've had to kind of open it up. But anyway, okay, what's the next word?
It's still Theezakje.
No, it's not. It can't be. Theezakje. Right.
Nice try, though.
I was having a good go, wasn't I?
Yes, very good. You should have learned by now that I'm not that distractible.
No, I know you're not distractible. I knew it would fail. I mean, I
good.
don't have high enough skill and distraction to get past your perception roll over there.
Theezakje.
Right. Theezakje. With a T or a D is it at the beginning?
It's a T.
It's a T. Right. I'm going to go, this word absolutely makes no sense to me. So we're just going to randomly guess a definition. I'm going to say it means dandelions. That's what I'm going to go with.
Dandelions. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. So a shout out to JustKarin for suggesting this brilliant word, which absolutely confounded Katherine to no avail,
Yes.
which means a tea bag.
A tea bag? Oh, I should have guessed that because and that was an excellent suggestion because I love tea and I should learn how to say tea in all kinds of different languages.
Yeah, there you go.
So if anyone has any tea suggestions, go ahead and send them on to Caledorn's private message box, so they can overflow his office and create a big pile of paper on the floor. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You do have the automatic printer set up, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. Next word.
The next word is Yiddish.
Silent.
Yes. Farpotshket.
Farpotshket.
Indeed.
Right. What language is this?
Yiddish.
Yiddish?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Farpotshket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this immediately springs to mind some interesting definitions. I don't know this word, by the way. I know very few Yiddish words, unfortunately. But far could mean far, as in not near, and get at the end could mean to get something. So the middle bit, the farpotshket, the poch in the middle, I first thought could be like porch, but it's actually poch, which definitely indicates a packet or a parcel or a pouch. So this farpotshket, I would say, is like a courier. He goes away to collect things, to collect packets, and then he brings them back. So yes, my guess is a courier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we're very far away from the dings today. I noticed.
Oh dear, I hadn't even asked about dings.
Nope.
I've given up on them today.
That is good. So shout out to MavericGamer for coming up with this word. It refers to an item that becomes more broken after trying to fix it. We don't have a
lovely word.
Indeed.
I love that.
We have a word in Norwegian which is pronounced very similar, but has definitely not the same meaning at all, which is for basket. But yeah.
That's for the courier who has the lower form of transportation, the bicycle with a basket on it.
I was expecting that. Okay, moving right along.
Yes, we need more dings. Give me an easy word. Give me a factorial word, will you? Please?
Okay. The next
No,
word
it's
is
okay.
German.
Okay.
Holzkopf.
Holzkopf.
Yes.
Oh God, I knew what a Kopf was, but I forgot it. A Holz is is that a stop of some kind?
A what?
A stop, like a Holz or a Holtz? It's a Holtz, isn't it, with an O? Oh dear. I'm gonna disappoint all the German listeners. I feel, because I've forgotten what both of those are. The Holtz and the Kopf. Oh dear, Holtz. Any hints on that one? Yes,
Since when have I ever wanted to give you hints in these episodes?
I don't know. I don't know if you've wanted to. You might have wanted to, but you haven't done it anyway, regardless.
No, because I find it very amusing to hear what you're trying to come up with these words. That's kind of the point here, isn't it?
Well, the thing is that if I could convince you to want to give me it more, like convince the wanting to have moreness, then perhaps then you would. So let's see, how to convince Caledorn to want more, to give me a hint.
Bribes.
Right. Bribes. Right. What kind of bribes are you taking today? I could send you some marigolds. I have some in my garden. They're quite nice. Or cat pats. Cat is ready to be patted. Yes, yeah. I could send you some cat pats. Araminta is particularly fluffy today, and it really wants to be patted all day long.
I'm not sure Araminta would enjoy traveling to Norway.
No. They're more like sort of IOU vouchers, those cat pats, you know.
That it's going to be difficult for me to cash them in. So, anyways, Holzkopf.
Holzkopf. Right. So we had the Kopf, like Kopfer plates the other day. I don't know if it's related. Copper, perhaps. That's might be completely the wrong root word there. Right. The Holtz is the troubling bit. I know I've heard this word, and that the brain is just not functioning as well. You know, I used to imagine that I had little now, this is going to sound very strange. Everybody is going to think KOS is completely mad after this. But there might be tiny little people walking around in my brain, like transferring the data around. Like they just look in the file cabinets and bring the folders around. This is like pre-digital, right? Because my brain was built like before we had this stuff. So, you know, I'd have these little guys like, and I always imagine like the stuff that you never remember is in the filing cabinets in the deepest part of the brain where like nobody goes anymore. So nobody even knows how to find the data anymore. All the file folders are not labeled, and it's dark, and there's cobwebs, and there's probably spiders scaring them off, the little people. So, so Holtz is in one of those drawers of the file cabinet that's lost. All right, so we're gonna guess here. We're gonna say Kopf is gonna be like copper-ish, and we're gonna say Holtz is gonna be a stop. So we're gonna say we're talking about some specialized ornament made out of copper that is a doorstop. It could be like a tiny statue or something that could hold open your door. And maybe it would be an art piece, you know, that an artist would create and have cast. But the only thing is because of its solid copper, you'd have to clean it every now and again, unless you would really like the oxidation, you know, for it to go nice and green like the Statue of Liberty. So, you know, it could be one of those. We could even extend this. They could be specifically Statue of Liberty doorstops. We're going with that.
Okay. So a shout out to Melerion for making Katherine totally confounded as well.
I knew it was Melerion's word. I had an idea of that.
This
telepathy
means bonehead, pinhead, or quite literally a woodhead, because Holtz is wood, Kopf is a head. Holtz.
Somehow that definition is incredibly appropriate for my performance on this.
Yes, it is.
So Holtz is wood, right? And Kopf is head. Oh my god. I'm going to try to remember that. But I might be a woodhead later or two.
Exactly. The next word is Japanese.
I hear some meowing in the background there, but it was just very light. So just to explain what that is to our listeners, is we tried to test so that I couldn't hear, because Caledorn listens to the pronunciations of the words, especially if they're in another language. But I just heard a little bit of meowing, so it should be all right.
Atatakakunnakatta.
I know exactly what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Atatakakunnakatta. Yes, of course. It is, of course, the national. They have a very, very strong admiration of felines, of cats. So Atatakakunnakatta is the national anthem for cats to celebrate them on Cat Appreciation Day. So, they sing this song. It's absolutely lovely. And everybody brings out their cat statues, the either Hello Kitty, which is very popular in Japan, or, some of the other cats that have like one paw raised, saying hello, or they have other cat statues too. So this is a day where everybody goes out and celebrates and brings their cats out from their, normal deification, sort of not deification, but celebration, worship places, the shrines in the home.
Mm-hmm.
You can take them out into the street and sing Atatakakunnakatta, and it's wonderful.
A shout out to my good friend Jaiel for suggesting this word, which means
Jaiel.
that it is not warm.
It means it's not warm.
No,
right.
That's exactly what it means.
Well, clearly, I mean, this song is sung mostly in the winter months, so it wouldn't be warm.
Okay, let's move on to the Romanian word, shall we?
Oh dear, okay. Is this another one from Seoul?
Yes, it is.
Yes, he loves to send us words. We much appreciate it.
Yeah, indeed. Bine.
Bine. Say it again.
Bine.
Bine. I wish it was Bine, but it's a V. Huh?
It's actually 3 words. Bine. So it's a short.
Bine. Now, are we allowing phrases? Because this seems very unusual. That's asking me to do 3 times the amount of work in each iteration.
I'm allowing it because it is relevant.
Right. Bine. I could go at it with a French kind of attack.
Mm-hmm.
Because the va means something else in French, but fi means it must mean something of something, or something, or something, or something fi something. Bean. I mean, the closest in English would be beans. I had some beans the other day. It was very tasty. I had
beans.
some. I went out for Mexican food, and we had some refried beans, and they're interesting when you have them with eggs the next morning, like what do you call them? Overside, sunny side up, or over easy. It was most interesting to have that.
I can imagine.
No, it was quite tasty because beans are good carbs to have. And this is the only thing I can think of when we're having Bine rolling through my head.
Oh my god.
Because I mean, fi could be a very nice abbreviation for fried.
So
beans,
this is egg and beans. Is that what you're saying?
No, to me it sounds like a phrase, something of something or something for something, but I can't decide on what the somethings are except for the bina, which could be beans, or it could be like a beanie hat, or it could be something has been. Oh, maybe that's what it means. Maybe it's like, oh, you're a has been. You're not like relevant anymore.
You're not relevant anymore.
You're no longer a star, darling. Get out of the spotlight because you don't belong here. You're a has-been. You're Vafibina.
Yes. Okay. It'll be fine.
The sigh is real over there. What's going on?
Did you just hear what I said?
Yes, you said it'll be fine.
Which is exactly what it means.
Oh, fuzzy cats. Hello. Coffee bean.
Exactly.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
Right.
fine.
That's most amusing. I'm glad you accepted that one.
Yes, I had to. The next word is German. Lehrling.
Lehrling.
Mhm.
Right. Huh. Lehrling. Right. So the first thing that comes to mind, this again sounds like one of those one of those creatures that lives in Tolkien's world of goblins and ghouls and hobbits and bits and pieces. One of these like underground things, the Lehrling. However, I'm not going to go with that. You're laughing an awful lot. This must be incredibly amusing. However, there are things, other things, like there is, I have no idea what it is, but I keep thinking of a company that makes it, and I can't remember what it is, so we're just going to go with Lear, like a Lear jet. So a Lehrling would be a tiny Lear jet. So it'd be like a miniature jet that you could fly around.
Okay.
I don't think it's small enough to remote control. Maybe it's just like a single seater kind of thing, or you know what else they have? Like on Star Wars: The Old Republic, they have pets. I mean, they're not really pets, but they follow you around like pets in World of Warcraft. But they have tiny little TIE fighters and little Millennium Falcons, and so a Lehrling would be one of these like little small pets that would follow you around on Star Wars. What do you think?
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm very much amused by this. Shout out going to Peps for suggesting this word, which gave me a very, very big laughter here, as you could hear. It is an apprentice or a trainee.
Right. So no dings at all on that one.
No, you have.
I mean, I said a pet. A pet is just something that might learn things.
Oh yes,
we're making a stretch here.
Yeah, you're making a very big stretch.
Right.
The next word is also a very short sentence or expression, and not so much a word.
Oh my god!
But it is
this is
Japanese.
Highly illegal. Right. I like the Japanese ones. I got the last one right. That was perfect. Right. Let's go.
Shikata ga nai.
Shikata ga nai.
Shikata ga nai.
Shikata ga nai. Right. Now, I have to make a disclaimer to all the viewers. I have no idea what Japanese is like. I don't watch anime, and I have no knowledge of. I don't think I even know a single Japanese word except for names of cities, like Tokyo.
Tokyo means city in the east, while Kyoto means city in the west.
Well, that's very nice. And I know. Is it Hyundai? No, it's not Hyundai. It's the other one.
Toyota?
The one that no, it's not Toyota. It's the one that means what is it? It's the one that is the Seven Sisters, the Pleiades star cluster, that one. Yeah, I'm proving my knowledge of Japanese, proving that I have no idea what it is.
Yes.
There's one of the car companies has that as that is what it means.
Mazda?
No, it might be. Is it Honda?
I don't know. Anyways, shikata ga nai.
I was hoping to get you off this track. Look, Caledorn, we need to shift the rails of this program. I indicated a switch on the railroad there. I pulled the switch, and for some reason, your train did not travel on it. We need to be synchronized.
My train is traveling very clearly on the track it's supposed to be traveling on.
Shikata ga nai. Right. This sounds like what is that other thing that I know about? The you know where they prepare the food in front of you in the restaurant? This makes it sound like a cooking technique, shikata ga nai. So I'm going to say it's the but of course I'm thinking of shiitake, not shikata, which is a kind of mushroom. But that's probably not relevant to any of this, considering it's spelled completely differently and maybe has the same letters, but it's a little bit jumbled around. I don't think that they might be related in any way. Just to let you know that. Shikata ga nai. I'm going to say, and you said this is a phrase?
Yes, it's a very short expression.
Short expression. Is it an expression that I might use myself?
No. And I'm giving you hints now, but it is not an
I know.
expression that you would use.
See, that's the thing. See, remember you said where, you have never wanted to give me hints. I'm actually like slithering in there and like trying to, and you are getting hints. See, you are giving hints because somehow I've managed to bribe you with absolutely nothing. I didn't even send you the variables yet. Shikataganai. Right.
Which was
I was going to
actually...
guess a cooking technique, but it's a phrase of some kind that you might say. So, you know what? If it's something that I wouldn't say, I'm going to say it means holy silky dogs. Because I would never generally talk about dogs on my program because, I mean, dogs are nice creatures, but I have cats. And so I always think about my cats.
Holy silky dogs.
Holy silky dogs, yes. That's what I'm going with.
Mm-hmm. The shout out goes to MavericGamer for this most excellent holy silky dogs expression. Which actually means it cannot be helped, so don't fret about it.
I always say it cannot be helped. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Thank you very much for that.
The next word...
I'm not getting any... You need to add more dingable words.
No, not in this one. This episode is very, very much about non-dingable words.
This is about all the hard words. I didn't... You know what? There's a reason.
Yes.
You told me there's a reason we couldn't do the video chat because I wanted to see your expressions, and now I know that you're yeah, yeah, that's right.
So the next word, as I said, is Norwegian, and it is not my suggestion. All of these words are from someone else.
Right.
Døgn.
Døgn.
Whoa, that was almost perfect.
Thank you. Døgn. Right. I'm tempted to think it's a word that refers to your neighbor. Or it could be an interesting pronunciation of an expression to eat. I dine. Dine. We're going to go dine at the diner. Yes. Well, I'm going to go with... I don't even... Dine. This is a hard one. I mean, they're all hard. You picked them to be hard. I know this now. Now, listeners, I hope you're on my side because I can't win this game. I mean, even with no opponents, I can't win. This is really rough. I'm going to say that I have no idea what the root word might be in this, other than what I've already said. So, dine. Hey. Fluffy? No,
Fluffy?
It couldn't be fluffy. Or green. I'm looking at the green grass outside, my fluffy sheepy on my desk. I have no idea what this could mean. So we'll go with dine. Huh. Or it could be itchy.
Itchy? Well now.
It could be itchy. All right, I'm going to go with itchy since your eyebrows raised, no doubt, in that.
Oh, yes, they did.
Okay, what does it mean?
It doesn't have appropriate English translation.
So I win already. I win because it was what is that word called? Disqualified? Yes,
no.
That word is qualified since I can't possibly describe it in English if it has no English translation.
Oh, wait, sorry. Shout out to Eostiana for this. No, Eoistana. Oh, I think I got it there. It is the 24-hour cycle of the day and the night, all combined into one word called Dane.
Dane. Right. Okay.
The next word I'm going to have to listen to. So just hold on for a short moment while I mute my microphone, just in case.
Sounds good. We're holding on tight at this point. Like really tight. Like the boat might crash at this point. Oh dear. Must be a very long word. Caledorn is gone forever now.
Okay, this word is English.
It's an English word, right?
Floxinosyhilipilification.
Right. Floxy something identification. We agreed to use foreign words. This sounds like some kind of a industrial chemical process.
Floxinosi-nihilipilification.
Nihilification. Right.
Nihilipilification.
Nihilipilification.
This is just brilliant.
Nihilipilification. I used to know about floxies, and I forgot what the heck it means. But the nihilipilification sounds. There might be a process of adding hills to this, since hills are very useful in landscaping. Say if you're building a neighborhood, and the floxing is it with an F or a PH?
It is floxinosi-nihilipilification.
Oh, thank you for clarifying. I forgot about the hilly-pillies in there because it's not just hilly. See, if it was hilly, it would be a lot different than hilly-pilly. So the floxy, is that spelled with a PH or an F?
An F.
Does that make the difference? An F? Oh, it's those kind of floxies. Gotcha. Is that a double C?
Yes.
It's not. Yes, I knew it was a double C. That was one of the things that I learned quite recently, like acceleration. Double C is always X sound.
Then why do you ask?
Huh? No, I'm just telling the listeners. Well, I didn't know if it was an X or a double C, because that also makes a difference. Floxifin-nilifilification. Right. Hilipilification. Oh my god. Well, we're gonna go with the sort of since I can't remember what floxy means. I used to know it, but it's again buried in the file cabinets of my brain. That little, the guys are on a tea break right now.
Oh,
so
okay.
They're having a hard time.
They're having their Theezakje.
Anyway, oh yes, that too. That's right. Floxy nilly vanilly hilly hillification.
Nilly vanilly.
Would that is going to. I hope this is the last word. This would be a nice finale. Anyway.
You have one more word in stock, my dear.
Oh dear. Right. So we're going to go with the landscaping version of this word. So the floxing is it relates to the word flocking, i.e. making fuzzy or adding fluffy things. And in this case, we're talking about a neighborhood creation kind of thing. In America, it's very popular to go and plow over a whole place and then put a neighborhood, just like stamp it down like you would in Factorial, like an assembler kind of. Right. So the first thing you do is you create your roads. Then you go ahead and you build your houses, and that would be the pilly part of this word, because it's like a little pillbox house, those small little houses that are all next to each other, exactly like a pillbox, where if you reached out your window, you could probably touch the house next door. This is quite popular in suburban neighborhoods. And of course, the hilly part of this is you have to create the landscaping. There are all these little kind of rolling hillocks, little tiny mounds of dirt, to make it look homey and friendly. And then you get your floxing. So then you plant the grass and make it look all nice. So yes, floxy, nilly vanilly, hilly pillification. Yes. It's called. This is the word for stamping down a neighborhood in the U.S.
Thank you, Jarlik, for suggesting a word in English, which Katherine had no idea what means. I'm liking this very much.
Oh dear.
So what it is the action or habit of estimating something as worthless.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right. I knew that was the nil part in there. I had a thought.
And
interesting.
Now...
I would never have guessed.
No. The word floxy is from Latin.
We need to redefine the... I know. It's not Latin? What?
It is from Latin.
Yes. So we need to adjust the rules of this game.
No.
Like you should. Catherine should have some idea.
No.
All right, next word.
The next word almost deserves a drum roll because
Oh God.
I expect you to repeat this word. And yes, it is one word. So
one word.
It deserves a little kind of like this.
Right,
Rindfleisch-Etiketierungs-Überwachungsaufgabensübertragungsgesetz.
Can you spell that for me? By the time we got to the end of the word, I forgot the beginning of the word, and I was trying, man. I heard about gazettes in there and some urban something. I need help with it. Can you type it in chat, please? I really... Of course, if you type it in chat, I probably will guess it.
Of course.
Something about urban gazettes, maybe a magazine stand or something. What is it again?
Rindfleisch-Etiketierungs-Überwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
Right. I would love to repeat this word, but again, I forgot what the beginning was. Except there's a bit about etiquette in the beginning. So I am guessing, I would have to see the whole word really to figure out what the heck this means. There's a Fleisch in there too. And I know there's Fleischmann's, they make butter. I think yeast. They do. They're a company in America that makes yeast or butter. But I don't think that really probably applies to this word. So what I'm getting, I got the Urban Gazette part, and Gazettes, of course, is a magazine. So, and there's an etiquette in there. So I'm guessing that this is this describes the action or the interchange between a person, a pedestrian walking along the sidewalk in a city, and they see this kiosk and they go up and they want to buy a magazine or a newspaper perhaps, and the politeness that you have to convey to give the money, to ask for the item, and then paying somebody. You can't just throw money at them, at the seller, because that would be very rude. No. It all has a process. There's a courtesy involved here. There's a ritual. This is the ritual. Yes, that is what we're looking at here with this very interesting word. So
let me try one more time.
Did I miss a part in there?
Yes, you have missed a part in here. So you must listen very carefully.
Okay.
Rindfleisch-Etiketierungs-Überwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
There's an oh my God, there's some stuff in the middle. Yeah, it's not an urban part. It's an Übertrag somethings. Oh God, I need to see this word spelled. These long ones, my brain can't handle them. Don't you know I have limited bits in my, what are those things that, it's the bits, right? Like most computers use a 64-bit system. I'm like on 2 bits.
2 bits?
Yeah. So like I can't remember a word that long in my brain RAM. It just happens.
Brain RAM.
Yes, I have brain RAM. This is a well-known fact. I have mentioned it multiple times on Factorio, that my brain RAM doesn't have that many bits in it. So long words are rough. They're really rough. Like this. Can you type it in chat by any chance?
Oh God.
You're like, no, I shall not. But yes, I'm getting tempted. Ooh, the KOS mojo is working. The desire to assist is there. And see, there's the thing that if you don't type it, we're probably just going to go with the current definition. But if you do type it, I could come up with a funnier definition because I'll actually be able to see the thing.
No, I will say it one more time. And if you don't come up with any other explanation for it, we'll go with your magazine explanation. I will try to say it a bit slower this time. Ready?
No, I don't think we're ready. I think we should go to the next program.
No.
All right.
Rindfleisch-Etiketierungs-Überwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
Right. There's a lot of bits in the. I heard an Uber in there. So
no,
maybe
not Uber. Uber.
Über.
There's a difference in German between U and Y.
Y. Oh, I didn't even guess that it could be a Y.
It isn't a Y, it is a U, but it has 2 dots above.
Ah, it's got the Y, it's got the 2 dots. Well,
that helps. You know? It does make all the difference because there is a big difference between Uber and
Uber.
It's
a huge difference. And I'm sure that anybody who's watching from Germany is probably most entertained by this.
I hope so.
Oh my God, there's all kinds of stuff in the middle. See, the problem is I kind of remember the beginning about the Rindfleisch. And then there's words, and then at the end there's a gazette, right? And all the middle bits, gazettes.
Yes.
Well, of course you'd have more than one gazette at this magazine stand. But all the bits in the middle, they disappear. They're sort of concatenated here, just smushed all together from the beginning to the end. So I didn't particularly, except for the etiquette part. And I don't even know if that's even in there. Are you sure you're saying the same word multiple times, or is this a new word that you sort of plastered on the top like a paper mache thing? Oh dear.
Very sure.
You know, paper mache also relates to this because you could use magazines for paper mache. We made a really interesting project here. So maybe it's not just the ritual of buying the things. It could be actually crafting things after you're done reading the stuff.
I think it is time to end this.
I think so too. I'm suffering under no dinginess, under dingableness.
So thank you to JJ the 1123 for suggesting a word that was most entertaining to learn how to pronounce. I had to have help from Melerion to actually try to get this right, and I know that I didn't get it 100% definitely. So this is probably entertaining as well.
Well, that's probably why I didn't get it.
Sure.
You know,
the word is
like
according to Melerion, the word is an abomination, and I would be very, very agreeable to that definition of it. I don't think you will hear any Germans actually using this word ever in the language. You might hear someone in the Parliament of the European Union say it though, because it is. Roughly, a rough translation, it is a law of transferring monitoring duties of labeling beef.
There was no beef in that word.
Rindfleisch is beef.
No, Rindfleisch couldn't have been that, because rinds are different than beefs.
Fleisch is flesh.
I know it's flesh, but the rinds are not the cows.
The rind is the edge of it.
The rind is the edge of it?
Yes.
Does it mean a cow, though?
I didn't say anything about that.
You said beef.
Actually, no. Rind. I'm sorry. I'm completely wrong here. I assumed rind is actually cattle. So rindfleisch is cattle flesh.
Oh dear. I have to buff up my rind knowledge.
Yes, you do. So rindfleisch is cattle meat.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thank you very much, JJ, for completely confounding me. I'm like, what the heck? Well, I think my definition is better in any case. The ritual of buying things from a newsstand. Of course, that might be an old school definition because I don't even know if they have newsstands anymore now that computers have taken over the world.
Who knows?
Who knows? Right.
Oh, thank you everyone for joining us, and I most sincerely hope that you enjoyed all the Floxy, Rindfleisch, Farpotshket, Theezakje, Lehrling, Atatakakunnakatta. This was most amusing to me.
Alrighty, Ben.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for joining us. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.